If you could please find your seats. Thanks, Colin. We'll be starting very soon, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention, if you could please find your seats. Thank you. Is it? Thank you for grabbing your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to officially welcome you to the Defense Media Dinner for 2021. It is very special to be in the historic National Press Club in person once again. Thank you for being here. A quick note, the National Press Club would like me to ask you, if you are not actively eating or drinking, if you could please put your masks on so for everyone's comfort and peace of mind, we'd appreciate it. And we have a great presentation for you today, and let's get it started by introducing the man who is behind all this. It's his vision we are celebrating today. It's the man who organized all this. And also, to be honest, I should let you know, he endured a 3-week quarantine to get here. It was in Dubai, but he had to do that in order to get here tonight for you folks. So please help me welcome Peter Bradfield.
What can I say? We're back since February 2020. We're back, finally. Hello, and welcome to the 2021 Defense Media Awards. It's so good to see you here tonight. These are challenging times for in-person events, so thank you for making the effort to be here. Before we start, there's an old friend that wants to say hello, so let's see if we can whistle him up.
Hello everybody, I'm the dude in the red coat. You might remember me from previous years. Otherwise known as Richard, the English Toastmaster. Now I'm very sorry that I can't join you this evening because of the rules. We're not allowed to travel to the United States without quarantining, a time I haven't got at my disposal. So I congratulate the winners, I thank the sponsors, and I also thank Peter Bradfield, who invited me to give you this short message. So I hope to be joining you again next year when we'll all be celebrating together in the style to which we become accustomed. Have a great evening.
These awards are a celebration of the best in defense journalism during the last 12 months. The way the world has changed since we were last together means that your work is more important and more needed than ever before. I applaud you for your tenacity, professionalism, and dedication. Thank you. Speaking of awards, I am delighted to announce a brand new set of awards. This is going to be called the Warrior Women Awards. You might have seen it in the brochure. This new awards are to recognize the achievements of women serving in the military. They will cover all aspects of the defense industry and will be presented in Paris next June during Eurosatory. It goes without saying, there will be many inspirational stories to be told, and as always, all the defense media are welcome to join us for those awards. Although this is just the 4th presentation of these awards, I'm pleased to say that once again, there have been an all-time high number of nominations. Quite an achievement, considering the circumstances the call for nominations was conducted in. The judging panel has been expanded, and I'm pleased to welcome David Harrison, Helen Haxel, David Dorman, Karen Mascarenas, and Todd Blecker to the judging panel. I would like to thank all of the judges for their work and dedication in reviewing the nominations. Similarly, I would like to thank all of our sponsors for their ongoing support and sticking with us through the challenging times. Lastly, I would like to thank Robert Mack and Adam Conno for their sterling work in presenting the online media awards that we had to do last year. I look forward to welcome you all back again next year, hopefully when we won't be wearing masks, hopefully when life will be a little less challenging and we can all come again, gather once again here next time. Thank you again. Thanks for turning out. Thank you very much for being here. And have a great evening and an outstanding AUSA. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I am Robert Mack from robertmack.com. I will be trying to run through this as quickly as possible. I have to share with you, I am very excited to be able to work again like this and accidentally spit on people on the front table. I apologize ahead of time if something lands on you. I'm totally vaccinated, so you will not catch my rubella, so don't worry about that. I am very cognizant of when I have my mask off and that everyone is staring at my face, and it's freaking me out a little bit, so let me just remind you, I also have a body, okay? Eyes down here, everybody. What I'm really scared of is I've lost some work over the last year and a half, and I'm scared that I will lose more for things being unsafe, like I have a kissing booth gig scheduled in Miami. I think they're going to pull the plug on that, and I'm booked to do a Taliban roast in Kabul, and it's probably not going to go through. What I'm really scared of is if we have to quarantine again, and I think if that happens, I think the murder rate is going to go through the roof, because for a year and a half, we've been collecting masks and gloves and industrial cleaners. That's a serial killer starter kit. Add an annoying housemate, and you have a future murder scene on your hands and possibly a new podcast. So let's all please be safe so we don't have to mask up next time. It's been a tough year. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of a back surgery I had. I had a spinal infection. Let me back up a little bit. First, there was the pandemic, and I lost all of my night gigs, and I lost my day job, which is booking all of my night gigs. And then I had a small kitchen fire. Nobody got hurt. A couple cabinets, microwave, but everyone's fine. And then I had a rotator cuff surgery, and then infection, which might sound kind of scary, but it only affected my spine and the parts of my body connected to my spine. If you're going to schedule unexpected emergency surgery, plan it for early on a Friday rather than rush hour, because there's not a lot of urgency in the emergency room once the weekend shift comes in. And that's one of the lessons I learned on my sleepover. This is my first sleepover at the hospital. And if you've never done one, you might want to jot these things down. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get into the hospital is get out of the hospital, because it is a haunted Greyhound bus station in there. Nobody wants to be there. The patients don't want to be there. The doctors certainly don't. I didn't want to be there, but I had to be there. I was there for 10 days. And yeah, it was pretty bad. My pain level was 8, which is, they say, very high because it's a scale of 1 to 5. I had a nurse, which is great. English is not her first language, which means she speaks more languages than I do. Thanks for rubbing it in. So now I'm stupid and contagious. So here we are now, entertainments. But the worst part is that it's so humiliating wearing that crazy hospital gown. At first, I was very aware. I'm like, oh, please don't look at my underwear. But after a week and a half, I was more like, does this catheter smell funny to you? So I've made it back. I got somebody to snort, which is really all I needed. But let's get this started. Are you guys ready to get the presentation underway? All right, because we have a great program lined up for you, and the first award is Best Young Journalist, and it is sponsored by NAMO. And let's welcome to the stage the Communications Director from NAMO, Thorsten Korsvold. If you could please make your way to the stage. There he is. And the nominees The nominees for Best Young Journalists are Sam Cranny Evans, Andrew Eversden, Brian Everstein, Oriana Paulik, Yasmin Tajed, and Nathan Strout. Congratulations to you all. The winner is Oriana Paulik. Congratulations, Oriana. And while the award is presented and the photos are taken, I'd like to read some of the judges' comments throughout the... oh, yes, we have to give the actual award. We're kind of rusty. Forgive us. Here we are. So that goes to you.
Thank you so very much.
And I believe the photographer is going to come out. All right, I think you're allowed to. Okay, he's right. He's got a zoom. He's got a zoom and a mask. That's safe right there. And I believe we're allowed to demask. And the judges said, absolutely fearless reporting that shines a light on topics other reporters miss or avoid. Equally comfortable with platform policy or human-centric stories. So congratulations again, Oriana. Each winner tonight has the chance to say anything if you'd like to say anything.
I believe I've been up for this award at least 3 times, and the deep irony here is that I no longer report on defense. But thank you so very much. I'm very honored.
Thank you. Let's move on to Award 2, which is Best Breaking News Story. This just in. The nominees are Ari Igozi, John Lake, Ridwan Ramat, Skip Robinson, Richard Scott, Kelvin Wong. And the winner is John Lake. Congratulations, John. John is not available today, but the judges said that this was an excellent example of investigative journalism, well-researched with clear understanding of the subject, delivered in an exemplary manner. Congratulations, John. Let's move on to award number 3, Best Military Aviation Submission. And the nominees are Angie B. and John Lake, Lee Hudson, Valerie Encina, Ruben F. Johnson, Oriana Paulik, again, and Steve Trimble. And the winner is Lee Hudson. Congratulations, Lee. Like to say anything after your photos? While she's getting her photo taken, let me tell you that the judges said that dogged investigative work begins with untrumpeted document release that served as a genesis for the next chapter in the life and death story of the F-35's oxygen system, speaks truth to power, and holds them accountable. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really wanted to give a big thank you to Jen Damasio, my editor, and Steve Trimble for helping me out a lot with that story. So thank you very much.
Congratulations again. We're up to number 4, if you're playing on your bingo cards at your seats, the Best Unmanned System Submission, which is sponsored by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems. Help me welcome the stage from General Atomics, C. Mark Brinkley, who will be handing out this award. And the nominees are Pat Host, Valerie Encina, Tim Martin, Garrett Ream, Steve Trimble, and Kelvin Wong. And the winner for this award is Garrett Ream. Good use of third-party data to identify an issue, then investigate and describe the root causes are what the judges liked about that. Congratulations. Did you want to say anything? You're welcome to.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the judges and my editor, Greg Waldron, who's asleep in Singapore right now, who gives me the freedom to experiment with stories like this. So, thank you.
Next up is the Best Naval System submission, and the nominees are Megan Eckstein, David B. Larder, Richard Scott, Suman Sharma, Anika Torella, and Alex Valenti. And the award goes to Alex Valenti. Alex is probably stuck in traffic, but you know what they say, the traffic in D.C., if you don't like it, just wait 5 minutes and you'll be in the same place. The judges said that it was a strong analytical piece that leverages industry perspectives but isn't dominated by them, and the narrative prevails as it should. So congratulations, Alex. Maybe next time we can see you in person. Let's move on to number 6, the Best Digital Defense Submission. And the nominees are Defense and Aerospace Report, Defense News, National Defense, Rotor Radio, Shepherd Media, and Wombat, Women in Combat. And the winner is National Defense. You're welcome to have your picture taken while I read what the judges liked about that. They said it was a unique use of multiple delivery platforms to represent content in a reader-friendly, interactive way. Congratulations, Brian. Would you like to say anything?
Sure. Thanks to my editor, Stu Magnuson, and everyone at the magazine, and thanks for Sandra, who's here, that hired me at National Defense. Thank you.
We're moving along to award number 7, which is Best Training, Simulation, and Readiness Submission, sponsored by CAE. I would like to welcome to the stage the Director of Marketing, Communications, Defense, and Security, Chris Stellwag. Come on down, please, Chris. As we can see, the nominees are Megan Eckstein, Brian Everstein, Gidget Fuentes, Valerie Encina, and Aaron Mehta. Next page, sorry. Things are stuck together. Gareth Jennings and Yasmin Tajdeh. And the winner is Yasmin Tajdeh. Pilot shortage stories are a dime a dozen, yet this one doesn't simply cover well-trodden ground. It's a solutions-oriented and the better for it, showing how technology is supplementing flight hours. Congratulations. Would you like to say anything?
Sure. Well, this is very unexpected. Thank you for making me a finalist and letting me win. I had a lot of great competition. Thank you to my editors, who always make my work shine. Thank you.
We have some new awards this year. This is the first of the new awards. It's the Best Defense Electronics Submission. It's sponsored by W.L. Gore. And help me welcome to the stage Margit Burnett from W.L. Gore, who will be handing out this award to one of the following people: Andrew Eversden, Gareth Jennings, John Lake, Nathan Strout, Yasmin Tajdeh, or Steve Trimble. And the award goes to Nathan Strout. Mark Gruss is coming up to accept the award. Thank you, Mark. Mike, sorry. I'm rusty at this, I apologize. What they liked, the judges said, excellent exclusive insight that went behind the scenes to expose a life-saving operational capability, excellent sourcing and narration. Mike, do you have anything to say on behalf?
Sure, I'll just say something quickly. This isn't Nathan's type of thing, but every time I talk to him, you ask, my first question is, how are you doing? He says, fantastic.
He'll be more fantastic when I talk to him tomorrow. So thank you very much.
Next up is Best Land System Submission, sponsored by Northrop Grumman. And welcome to the stage Jared Krull of Northrop Grumman, who will be giving an award to one of the following. The nominees are Sam Cranny Evans, Flavia Camargos Pereira, John Harper, Jen Judson, Suman Sharma, and Kelvin Wong. And the award goes to John Harper. Excellent combination of strategy and tactics for special operations in an overlooked but potentially crucial Arctic environment. Good sidebar explains the technology needed and thus relevant for industrial-based readers. Congratulations, John. Would you like to say anything to the audience?
Thank you. I feel very honored. I just want to thank the entire National Defense team. We have a really great staff. You all do great work. And I just want to thank all of the other members of the Defense Press Corps who are here. It's just a great honor and privilege to be one of your colleagues. Thank you.
We are already up to award number 10, Best Technology Submission, sponsored by L3 Harris. If we could welcome Matthew Bates to the stage to give out this award. The nominees for Best Technology Submission. Yes, sure, let's clap for Matthew. Your acceptance speeches have been so short. I want to thank all the winners so far that we're ahead of time, so sure we can give an extra round of applause to Matthew. The nominees are Sidney Friedberg, John Lake, Tim Martin, Meredith Rowaten, Richard Scott, and Kenneth I. Swartz. And the winner is Tim Martin, who is David will be accepting
sorry
for
I
Tim.
couldn't join you in DC for the awards, but delighted to receive this one, especially with such a fantastic and talented short list of nominees. Thanks also to Shepherd Media, particularly to the production and editorial team, without whom much of my work would be in vain, of course. And I just want to give a big shout out to Peter also for organising the event, and I'm sure with restrictions and so forth it wasn't easy, so a big thank you to him also. Hope to see all of you next year in DC. Really hope that I can make it next time around and see you all in person and say hello. Thanks again.
Congratulations. Congratulations on a solid treatise on stealth that is technologically sound yet still eminently accessible. Next up is the representative from Shepherd, who will give the award. No, sorry, wrong page. I had a red eye to get here today, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm a little out of it. But again, thank you again for being here, and everyone for putting up with all of the restrictions. The 11th award is Best National Security Space Submission. It's sponsored by Sierra Nevada, and let's welcome Greg McCarthy to the stage to give out this award. Yes.
Always be branding. Always.
Always be branding. Well done.
Thank you.
The nominees for this award are Sandra Irwin, Lee Hudson, Valerie Encina, Vivian Maki, Oriana Paulik, and Tim Withington. And the winner is Sandra Irwin. This story straddles human interest, technology, policy, and strategy. In doing so, it achieves the impressive feat of bringing space security down to a human level without oversimplification or trivialization. Congratulations, Sandra. Would you like to say something?
Thank you. I'm deeply honored and humbled to get this award. None of my colleagues from Space News are here, but I would like to extend a thank you to them for helping me get through some of the learning curve to learn a lot of the space stories that I've been reporting on. So I really appreciate all the help that I've gotten from them and all the help that I've gotten from many of you here in the room from the media and from industry. So thank you so much.
Congratulations again as we move on to award number 12, which is another brand new award here. It's the Best Military Maintenance, Repair, and Overhaul submission. This is also sponsored by Northrop Grumman, so help me welcome the VP for Communications, Lucy Ryan, who will be giving out this award. Hi, Lucy. Yes, see, it is an exciting event. Anything could happen, anyone could win. Probably one of the next names that I read, though, is probably, if I had to put money on it, it could be Rachel Cohen, Gerard Cowan, Megan Eckstein, John Harper, Trevor Nash, or Nathan Strout. And the winner is Megan Eckstein. Her superb use of an exclusive interview to tell a complex story based on prior research, analysis, and reportage. This is an assured, commanding piece. That's a great compliment. Would you like to say anything to the audience?
Thank you. I just want to thank the judges first, and I'm really glad that this category exists now. This is like right in my nerd wheelhouse, and I really love it. But I think, writing about the Navy, I think they increasingly realize that ships aren't anything if you can't keep them maintained and out at sea. So I think this is really cool that it's getting more attention, and I really appreciate the award. Thank you.
Next up is Lucky 13, Best Military Rotocraft submission. And help me welcome to the stage Sean Bond. Is Sean here? Great, thank you. I wasn't sure. Welcome, the Senior Vice President from Airborne Solutions from Elbit Systems. The nominees for Best Military Rotorcraft are Jason Jorgensen, Tim Martin, Garrett Ream, Yasmin Tajda, Chris Thatcher and Dan Parsons, and Steve Trimble. And the award this year goes to Steve Trimble. Come on down. Congratulations. Steve, the judges said that while so many FVL articles focus just on the platforms, this piece delves into the development and procurement elements, demonstrating Steve's commanding knowledge of both elements. Well done. And would you like to say something to the audience here?
Thank you.
If everybody keeps that up, we can be out of here at 9 and at Hamilton's at 9:05. So no pressure. But thank you for a short, sweet response. That was great. Next up, we have 2 awards for our final award tonight, the John Morocco Award for Best In-Depth Defense Reporting. It's sponsored by Boeing. There will be 2 awards. The first is the Judges Commendation Award, and then the winning award. What's that? I will. That's next on my list. I'm welcoming to the stage Paul Lewis of Boeing, who will play a short tribute to John Morocco.
Hi, everyone. It's my first time at these awards, and I wanted to say a few words about John. John is a much-missed friend and colleague to many in this room, and it's tinged with some sadness that we're here tonight presenting this award, but I did have the opportunity to speak to Megan, his wife, before I came here this evening. She unfortunately couldn't join us. She's in the process of moving, but she wanted to pass on her thanks to everyone in this room for continuing to honor John's memory with this award. Aerospace and journalism were very close to his heart, and I think this award is a fitting tribute for John and his memory and everything he brought to this industry and this profession. And with that, I just want to thank you all for being here and remembering John and keeping him in a special place in your heart. So thank you.
We have many nominees for the John Morocco Award for Best In-Depth Defense Reporting. I will read them all. Mark Cazalet, Sam Cranny Evans, Gabrielle Dominguez, Megan Eckstein and Sam Lagrone, Gina Harkins, John Harper, Teresa Hitchens and Sydney Freeberg, and Ashley Roque. And because there are so many awards, or so many nominees, there are 2 awards. The Special Judges Commendation Award goes to Gabrielle Dominguez. Congratulations. Oh, okay. Chris Foster will be accepting that award. Apparently, thank you for being flexible. And I should say that the judges said a thorough and sadly prescient article about the risks of a U.S. departure from Afghanistan. The author's use of highly credible sources and clear historical references underpinned a theory that turned out to be sadly prophetic. So an important piece and an important award. Congratulations to Gabrielle. Now we will welcome Pat Host. Is Pat here? No. Okay.
No, but I am.
You are. Oh, okay. Okay, the winner. The winner for the best in-depth feature is Teresa Hitchens and Sydney Freedberg. Congratulations. The judges wanted to say that stories involving the intelligence community are notoriously challenging, yet this one is remarkable for its clarity and relevance. Also, excellent use of military and civilian sources for authenticity and analysis. Would you like to speak to the audience?
Because I want to say, sadly, my colleague Sydney Freeberg is not here, and without Sydney, I could never have done this story because he knows more about the Army than pretty much everyone except for Jen Judson over here, and they're in a close tie. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm really glad that Colin gave me the opportunity to have fun and play at Breaking Defense in a way that we can do analysis and just have a good time. Thanks a lot, and thanks to the judges.
Congratulations again. At this point, I'd like to call to the stage Adam Cano, who is the head of the judging panel, for some commentary. Adam, where is he? Adam is in charge of all the judging, and all of the comments that I've been reading tonight I could never come up with. Those are all Adam's words. Let's welcome Adam to the stage.
Okay. Thank you, Robert. And bringing this event live to you under recent circumstances has certainly been really challenging. So let's give Robert and especially Peter Bradfield one more round of applause for pulling this off tonight. And effort really is the right word, and that's what our last 2 awards are about tonight. Effort, not just over the past 18 months, for which I think we all deserve some kind of award, but also for a career to date. And exploring options for tonight's honorees, that longevity was certainly a factor, but so was accomplishment and dedication to craft, which oftentimes doesn't really get a lot of attention, but really deserves it. But that heads-down dedication is really what we're here to pay tribute to tonight. So our first Lifetime Achievement Award winner is Andrew Derwiga. Yes, yes. He's in England, so you have to clap really loud for him to hear you. Andrew's writing and editing clearly displays the authoritativeness of a veteran journalist, one who has served as an embed in Iraq and Afghanistan multiple times between 2005 and 2010. He has also observed military exercises here in the US, as well as Europe and the Middle East. Andrew skillfully pairs this real-world experience with a vision for future technology, having hosted a number of conferences focused on the future of military rotorcraft. In short, Andrew has seen it all, and his readers are all the better for it. Pandemic travel restrictions mean that Andrew must accept via video, so please join me again in a round of applause in his honor.
Hello. I would like to start by thanking Peter Bradfield for organising both the Defence and the Aerospace Media Awards, and for the generosity of industry without which they would not take place. Recognition of our efforts is always very much appreciated, whether as a young journalist starting out or as a veteran of more mature years. I have enjoyed every moment of my time as both a journalist and editor, the guy who often sets then pulls all those good stories and articles together to produce a magazine that those in the military, government and industry often find invaluable. While social media has taken the world by storm, I believe that the print media, such as Armada International and Asian Military Review, continues to deliver in-depth quality and trusted editorial from specialist journalists such as my colleagues in the audience tonight. Anyone can write a story, but it takes knowledge and experience learned over time to add real context and meaning, and sometimes write truth to power whether or not they want to hear it. We have a responsibility to tell it like it is, not what some want to hear. So finally, I would like to thank the judges for their diligent work in selecting this year's award winners. I thank industry again, and I wish you all a very happy and successful AUSA, and only wish I was there with you in person. Thank you.
I am pleased to say that our second Lifetime Achievement Award winner is here tonight. Sandra Irwin has dedicated the majority of her career to national security. Yes. She has dedicated the majority of her career to national security and defense industry coverage. As longtime editor of National Defense Magazine, she brought a no-nonsense approach that elevated an association house publication beyond what most readers would expect. And today, Space News readers benefit from the same tell-it-like-it-is reportage. President Trump may have gifted Sandra with Space Force and other newsworthy developments, but it is all of us who benefit from her coverage of that and other newsmakers in the space industry. Please join me in congratulating Sandra Irwin.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Well, this is such an incredible honor. I am so deeply humbled. I guess first thing I wanted to say is Defense Media Awards, thank you for having a National Security Space Award category. I think that was really about time that there was such an award. I mean, some of, yeah, about time. With so much news now focused on national security space, and Adam mentioned, President Trump gifted us a Space Force. I mean, when I came to Space News, there was no Space Force, and it was only a few months later that everything changed, and my job completely changed, and a lot of our jobs completely changed. So yeah, that was definitely a big moment. But you know, now that there is a Space Force, this award is definitely overdue. And I also, speaking of the Space Force, they just dropped an ad a few months ago that's titled "Space is Hard," and kind of reminded me of, you know, reporting about space is not easy. I mean, we make it look easy, but it is pretty hard. So, as I mentioned in the previous, when I was up here earlier, that it just takes a lot of teamwork and help from a lot of people to get us through some of the coverage that we have to do. So thank you to all of you. And as Adam mentioned, I've been a defense journalist for many years at National Defense, and it's really great to see my former teammates here that I worked with for so long, and it's also great to see a lot of my colleagues that cover space. And this is such an amazing group of journalists. Everyone is so accomplished and so talented that it's really an incredible group. So privileged to be among you. So I guess I just wanted to say thank you to the judges for the recognition. It's really amazing. It's really incredible honor. And thank you to Peter, and thank you to the industry that supports these Excellence in Journalism Awards. It's really important work, and we all work very hard, and we don't do it because we want to be recognized. We just do it, but it's nice to be recognized. So thank you. I just wanted to say again, thank you to the judges, and it's such a privilege to be among all of you, and a big shout out to all of you.
It is nice to be recognized, especially when you get recognized twice in one night. Congratulations. We are almost done, folks. And real quick, I didn't know we were allowed to mention Trump, so I didn't know if that was cool or not. But it reminds me of a joke. How come you never see Donald Trump in the same room as Clark Kent? Probably because he hates reporters so much. He would love that. Anyway, I would like now, we are going to, do you want to do the photo first or our special guest? We have one final person, a colleague of yours, a former award winner, who has a special announcement to make. So let me welcome to the stage Colin Clark.
All right, first off, I just want to make it clear, you people are not going to have me to kick around anymore. Sort of. I mean, I'm sure most of you know I leave December 1st for Australia with my fabulous bride, Judith, to set up the Indo-Pacific Bureau for Breaking Defense. I am not retiring. Okay, you got it? I'm not retiring. And I just wanted to say, you know, I'm going to point over here and embarrass someone. Andrew Everson sitting over there, a fabulous young reporter who recently joined Breaking Defense, who was born the year I started covering the Army. Yeah, so I've been doing this for a while. And worked with Vago. Teresa was my first boss at Defense News, and then I was her boss for a while. That's right. And I'd say a third of the audience in here probably I've worked with either as a reporter, and if you add the industry people, I've probably worked with 2/3 of you. And I wanted to thank all of you. That's it. Oh, one last thing. A lot of you know Sidney Friedberg has been sick for a while. And he's hopefully coming back quite soon. It won't be ASA without him.
Before we release you tonight, we'd like all the award winners to come to the stage for another photo with, bring your awards, and all the proxies who are standing in for award winners. If you could please come to the stage. Oh, and the sponsors as well. Yes, and the sponsors, and of course, Peter as well. Yes, you did. Don't be shy. Come on up.
This would probably make
Sorry, Mike.
You got to hold up the award.
Thank you very much.
We are done here, but we're not done. We're going over to the Hamilton to continue celebrating all of the nominees and the winners and all of us coming together. So we'll reconvene at the Hamilton. If you can't make it and you're going home tonight and you've been drinking, please swerve carefully. And we will see you next time. Good night.